Okay, yes, I think you've got it recorded now.
Okay, so hello everyone. I am so pleased and honored to have my very first guest on my podcast to be, you might know her. She is YouTube famous. She is none other than the Jasmine Lipska. Yay.
Thank you. Thank you for such a beautiful welcome.
So I have followed the story of this girl, well, young woman. She is most definitely a woman in her power now, since her YouTube days. So would that be about 2015, 2016 for you?
Yeah, so about 2017 is when I got started. Yeah.
Oh, 2017. Okay. Oh, not that long ago then.
Yeah, it's about 5 years or so. Yeah.
So I know you started with language videos, teaching people how to speak in multiple languages, but it was your travel vlogs that really caught my attention and you just sharing your story. So you featured your mom and her business, her hot exercise videos. Am I allowed to say that? I can edit that part out.
That's okay. That's okay. Yeah. Well, I'm grateful that you stumbled upon the channel, and we got to know each other, to work with you. And I just want to say you're a beautiful soul, Victoria, and it's been an honor. So I'm grateful for you.
So you featured your dad, and I'm just gonna edit this all out anyway. I mean, I just want it to come out raw, and then with the post prod, I can always make us look good. So so yeah, so you featured your dad, and it was all such a joy for me to see and watch. I knew immediately that you were a light worker just because of how you shone so simply and effortlessly, just being who you were. And by simply watching your energy, I will say that it gave me good vibes and it inspired me. It left me feeling positive about life. I don't know, you know how you watch other influencers, if we can call them that, and we feel bad afterwards about the state our lives are in. And we can't help but compare or just feel bad or jealous or envious. I don't know. But it was never the case with you at all. Well, the ones I watched anyway. So ever since then, I already made a mental note of you. I kind of do that with different people. I just like seeing how people's journeys evolve. And since watching you then, I knew you were someone I wanted to keep an eye out for. Like you just knew this person would go places. And so as I do, I checked out your work. I'm not sure if you already had a website back then, but I knew you used to sell products on Etsy. I saw that store of yours.
Yes. That was, back then.
So for our listeners who aren't familiar with your story, would you tell us how it all started? I'm sure you must be tired of rehashing it with everyone who has interviewed you and asked you the same question, but we can do a TLDR, or in this case, too long don't listen version of it summarized.
Yeah, it's all good. I never get sick or tired of it at all. So in terms of my journey getting to where I am today, a coach, serving women, just doing what I do online. It all started, when I posted that first YouTube video back in 2017 with the intention of just wanting to make a difference in the world. That was always something I wanted to do, to serve on a large scale. How that would happen, I didn't know, but it turns out posting one YouTube video would make all the difference. So it was just about listening to my intuition. And then as my channel grew, it just like lit up this purpose inside of me. I wanted to keep on helping and serving and just creating videos my intention was always to just leave people feeling lighter, brighter, with more love in their hearts. So I shifted from language videos to traveling videos. I did solo traveling, and it was during solo traveling that I discovered, oh, there's such thing as life coaching. I'd never heard of that before, but it sounds like exactly just what I'm here to do. It just sounded so aligned. So then I took a life coaching course, and then graduated from that. Then, of course, COVID happened. And so then I stayed in Bali, which is where I traveled to, met my current husband now. And we got married during this time, and I've just continued serving women through coaching. now, and it's just been very fulfilling. So yeah, that's in a nutshell.
How old were you when you started it all? You didn't go to college, right?
No, I dropped out of university because I didn't like it at all. Um, in terms of my first YouTube video, I was about 18 when I first uploaded that. Yeah.
I know that you most definitely defied some societal expectations, especially expectations from your family. I know that in Australia and in other first world or more developed countries, there are people who don't go to college or uni because they don't need to, and there's enough work that can sustain them, even if they don't have that university degree. But I understand you come from a conservative Chinese background, which is from your mom's side. And I think we as Asians both know how Asian study culture is. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so I mean, thankfully, my direct mum and grandparents, like directly, they weren't very conservative in their ways, and they were still supportive at first. They were like, "Are you sure, Jasmine, you want to drop out of uni?" You know, there was a bit of doubt, but they still had trust in me. But yes, in terms of just, generational patterns and conditioning, it's like, yeah, in Asian culture, which is from my mum's side, there is a lot of, emphasis on study and doing the quote unquote right thing, getting that job, just standard living, which no problem if that's what you choose to do, but it was never the path for me. And so yeah, it took a lot of bravery and courage to go on a different path, the path that felt most fulfilling to me. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was really brave. And you are a decade younger than me, yet so woke and so aligned. And that is why I love using you as an example to people, especially to my particular audience, because I guess in the circles I come from, they're also quite conventional. And like you, I can definitely relate to the people pleasing, especially to parents and teachers, and this having to be a good girl persona and being rewarded for it. So yeah, you want to know another thing about you that struck me too? When you first got your tattoos.
Oh. Yeah, yeah.
See, I have always been intrigued about getting one, but my parents, they're so singular minded about tattoos and the kind of people who get it, usually associated with druggies, alcoholics, people who go to jail or get in trouble. And yet you, who had like the most beautiful face and such perfect white skin, had cute little markings on her. So I was like, yeah. And I'm actually going to get my first ones this month and I can't wait.
Oh, exciting. Yeah, amazing. I'm happy
Can
for you.
Can you tell me more about your tattoos? Like, how many do you have and what do they signify? Because I know people always get them for a reason, like a reminder of something.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think I have about five, if I'm counting correctly. I've got two on my arm, one that says grateful, another one that says worthy. So, yeah, exactly what they mean, just reminding me to be grateful for everything I have right in front of me. Sometimes it's so easy to look at what we don't have. I don't have this yet, I don't have this yet. And, we really have everything we need in this present moment. So, gratitude, I have that reminder. Worthy to self-worth has been a huge journey for me. I come from a place of very low self-worth, eating disorders, attaching my worth to external things, all that stuff. So my journey led me to reclaiming my worth, and just the word worthy is so precious,
Powerful.
sacred, and important to me. Yes, powerful. So I've got that on as well. I've got one on my ankle that says blessed. So I have a lot of words. I'm like a word person.
I love
Blessed,
that.
it's reminding me that life is a blessing, and it's on my ankle because it kind of like it grounds me, like wherever I walk, wherever I go, there are blessings around. Look for the blessings in
I
things.
like that. That's nice.
Yeah, and then one on my bicep that says be all here. So just
Oh, you
reminding me,
have one on your bicep. Can I see?
yeah,
I don't think I've seen it. What does it say? Be all here.
be all here.
So
Yes.
being in the
Yeah.
present moment.
Yeah, yeah. I tend to be more vata in energy in my head. I can think about the future a lot. So it's like, yeah, let's just be all here. And it doesn't just mean in the good moments, like be here. It's like even in the challenges, look for the gift, the lesson, be all here.
Yeah, when we want
Yeah,
to
so
run
those are
away
my
the
tattoos.
most
I think it's actually good.
because it's painful.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what was the
So
last
there,
one?
that's it. Oh, that's it. I miscounted. There's 4. I
4.
think,
Okay.
yeah, I think I did the 4. I want to get more.
Yeah, I was thinking, yeah, you were probably referring to your future tattoo.
Yeah, probably. Probably, yeah.
Okay. I also wanted to note that I did notice that you stopped your physical products and only stuck to your digital products and services, which makes massive sense considering you are traveling a lot and a big part of your life is living wherever it is you want to at that particular moment in your life. So it totally makes sense and is a smart move. But can you tell us how you started, or like can you tell us about the multiple income streams you created for yourself? It's okay if you don't and you want that part to be private, or if you're happy to share with me but want me to edit it out from the episode. But I just wanted to touch on this because I think it's such an important thing, especially for people who are your age or in their 20s, for them to be able to set themselves up as young as they can be.
Yeah, definitely. I'm very open to talking about this. And how I started was, yeah, just building multiple streams of income, which is very important, especially if you value freedom. I think it's such a power move. So it was coming from YouTube, AdSense, and then sponsorships via YouTube, which pays more than AdSense itself. So definitely do sponsorships if you do YouTube. I also had, at the time, my Etsy store with skincare products. I had ebooks, teaching people how to learn language, self-love workbooks. I had affirmation cards. I created a bunch of digital products that, I just thought would really help people with their self-love journey. And else, I think I had a few affiliates going on at the time. So yeah, just a bunch of different things going on at once. Yeah.
And then you stopped the physical products when you started traveling more,
Yeah.
and you closed that down and just
Yeah.
focused on the services and the digital products.
Yeah, exactly.
Hmm. I just have to say this. I think it's great that you guys grew up with social media already and were able to leverage that from the get-go. I mean, I know it's not without its cons, but um, I will have to say that I think those from my generation had to adjust to it a bit more and then decide to learn it. Is there anything you want to say about social media in general, how it can help us build the lives we desire, as well as also how we can learn to coexist with it in a way that it's healthy for us?
Yeah, I love this question. It's a deep question. And I think the number one thing with social media is boundaries, making sure you have solid boundaries because they do create these platforms. Now, I'm not against social media. Like I grew my career and business out of it. I love connecting, serving people. It's really, really great. And at the same time, as you know, there are downsides. And so the boundaries are so important because they do build these platforms to keep us addicted, to, hit these dopamine things in our brain. So boundaries are essential. And just knowing you can set time boundaries. I'm not going to check social media after 9 o'clock, for example. And at the same time, seeing the opportunity in social media, it's a great way to reach many people. If your intention, if your vision is to serve large amounts of people, it doesn't have to be large, but if you just want to make a difference to the world, sell your services, guide people, support people, social media is the place. You can, really achieve that dream through social media. So I just think approaching it with an intention and making sure to not fall into that validation trap, which I think is the easiest trap to fall into.
So,
Again, that's how social media is designed. When you see the like button or there's
mm.
hearts coming through, it hits the dopamine inside of you and you become addicted. And then you can I have this experience, and I think most creators do. You know, you come onto the platform at first with the intention to serve, live your purpose, and then over time, you get caught up in that validation trap. You start posting for the likes, doing things for the views, doing things to go viral, right? And you start doing things for validation, which actually leaves you feeling empty,
Yeah.
unfulfilled, unpurposeful. You go off track. And yeah, I admit I've been there, and I've had to consciously come back to a place of, through the inner work, you know, authenticity, my purpose, what's meaningful to me, and forgetting about how many likes I get on a post or any of those things. So that's just what I would say, word of caution.
What advice would you give to those who struggle with that?
Validation. Yeah.
Work on self-love. Self-worth.
Yeah, there's that. And doing that deep inner work to understand, well, why are you seeking validation? It often comes down to childhood wounding, actually. You know, if you didn't feel seen as a child, or let's say you only got praised when you achieved something, we can fall into that wanting more validation. I mean, we all need validation in a way. It's just, you know, we feel loved, accepted, we belong. Those are human needs. But the validation you get from social media it's not like real, it's not real connection. It's not real validation that's going to keep you fulfilled, because you're going to end up keeping on chasing it forever and ever and ever.
And we can't really please everyone, right? I mean, there will always be some people who won't agree with you, or you'll disappoint. So
yeah, you've got to source that validation from within. Yeah.
Nice words. This is the thing I wanted to talk the most about for this episode. Alignment. And it's pretty perfect because you have recently launched your newest program entitled Authentically Aligned. So you can actually use this as a space to plug it, as well as let's talk more about it, because I think this is the solution to 99% of the world's misery, in my humble opinion.
Yeah. So important to live in alignment with your values, with who you are. So really, I created this course to guide you back to who you are authentically. Most of us have been conditioned and programmed to not be ourselves. And then that's what creates unhappiness, unfulfillment, depression, anxiety, just all these symptoms, physical and emotional, these symptoms. And so when we come back to a place of alignment, for me personally, I found that the key to fulfillment, joy, creating your dream life, but feeling good inside about it. Yeah.
What does alignment mean exactly?
I describe alignment as living your truth. You know, you are connected to your higher self. You are living your values. It's like connected. I see this line running through your body from, your crown chakra to your root chakra. There's this line. And so it's like you're in harmony with your inner self. There's this line going from the root to the crown chakra. And it's like you're living your purpose, you're fulfilled. That's how I like to describe it. Yeah.
That would be connected to our spine too, because I know that our spine gets out of alignment when we aren't in alignment.
Interesting. Yeah. Possibly, yeah. So I just love that word.
And it's nice how it's getting a lot of buzz nowadays too, as well as with more and more people I guess pushing for their authenticity to come out, and breaking through that. Talk us through your program, like tell us more about it.
Yeah, sure. So it is a 21-day course, and in each of the 21 days, so 3 weeks straight, you're going to get practices, a module to guide you back to who you are authentically. And I've designed it in a way where all you need to devote is 10, 20, 30 minutes max a day to each exercise or activity. And over the 3-week period, you will come back to a place of authenticity, empowerment, alignment. And that's how I've designed it. So that's about my course, and it feels aligned to create it.
So we know we are in alignment when we feel happy,
I
when
would
we feel at
say,
peace.
at peace, content, because happy isn't always sustainable. We're going to feel sadness, that's just human.
Yeah, that's true. And I guess some people might have a different definition of
Mm.
happiness or way of understanding happiness. So at peace.
Yeah, yeah. If things are just kind of just happening in your life, opportunities are coming your way, like you feel that flow, like that kriya, I call it kriya, which is the Sanskrit word for flow, you're in alignment as well. You're living aligned to your purpose, your truth, what you're here to do, because we're all created with purpose. We're all here for a reason. And when you tap into that divine, it's not even just one reason, there are many reasons, but when you tap into your strengths, your gifts, what comes to you with ease, all of that, then that is alignment too. Because the universe supports you when you're living in alignment.
That's true. Actually, that is very true. I guess I would also like to mention a post you made a while back about career and how people tend to think that it's linear or it's just one thing and we have to figure it out. But I liked how you said that it evolves throughout our life, depending on how we evolve.
Exactly. So, if you're someone who is, let's say, finding your purpose, don't be attached to finding that one thing because you are going to change. And plus, your purpose isn't a career. Your purpose is more an essence, right? Let's say you're an artist and your essence is to bring beauty to the world. Well, amazing. You can do that through being an architect or through being a graphic designer or through doing branding work, right? There's so many ways to bring beauty to the world. So that's your essence. There are many careers that can fall within that. And you're going to change over time. So allow for that. So take the pressure off of finding one job and instead tune into your essence and what is aligned with that.
How would you suggest people who feel lost go about finding out what their purpose is? Following their joy?
Yeah, and experiment. I don't like to say like lost. I don't feel like that's always empowering. So I encourage my clients to think, well, you're curious. I think a lot of people might actually suppress or not acknowledge that they are feeling quote unquote lost because they feel like they need to just stick to one thing. But often, actually, when you question yourself, like, what is my purpose? I don't know. I have a lot of different interests. That's a really great thing because you're curious, and it takes curiosity and exploring to discover what it really is you're passionate about, what feels purposeful to you. So experiment. Don't be afraid to try different things, dip your toe in, give things a try. You have nothing to lose. And that's really the most potent way to discover your purposes. Yeah.
And people usually have a lot of different passions, right?
Yeah, and that's normal. You
Mm.
don't have to turn all of your passions into your job or purpose anyway. Like you can have hobbies and a job. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
What other programs do you have that you might want to mention in case any of our listeners might be interested in checking it out? So I know you have Shadows released, you have Bloom. I will say, by the way, that I love all the names you come up with for all your programs. They are just so divinely channeled, which is why I think they all resonate with me.
I'm grateful. I'm grateful to hear. Yeah, so I have a few master classes. Shadow release to go into shadow work. One other one called Liberated, quitting people pleasing. And my one-to-one coaching as well. So yeah, you can find all that on the website. Yeah.
How do they find you?
You can go to jasminelipska.com. Same Instagram, Jasmine Lipska. Yeah, that's how you can find me. Yeah.
TikTok. I like your TikTok videos.
Oh my goodness.
Are you still doing them?
No, do not follow me on TikTok.
Why? I thought you were so cute there.
I haven't used it in 2 years, and I think.
Oh, really? That's 2 years old, the content on there?
Yeah, unless someone's hacked it.
Oh, I still think it's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Oh, well, thank you, thank you. It was just it was just fun stuff. So yeah,
Fun stuff. Yeah, experiment, having fun, exploring things.
exactly. Yeah.
And I think with those things, I think they'll always be relevant anyway. So, so I think even if new people came across that, like they'd still find some new things there. If they looked up your YouTube channel, I'm pretty sure, they'd still discover a lot.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Okay, what else? You reached through all my questions.
Yeah, amazing. Well, how about what does alignment mean to you, Victoria? I'm curious.
What does alignment mean to me? Alignment means, as you said, it's that feeling of peace. Well, for me, I would say happiness, but maybe I change that word into like a deep joy. That even if you're going through something difficult, it doesn't matter. So for instance, my story is I'm here in the Philippines. I'm chasing my dreams. Sometimes I starve. That's for real. But I guess it's part of the story that I want to write for myself, right? Otherwise, I wouldn't be putting myself in this situation. And yeah, it just feels right. Like this is just what I have to do. And there's an inner feeling or knowing that if I don't go down this route or follow this path, that I don't know, like it won't just feel right in the future, or like the tower will crumble, or there will be so much more to fix later on, something like that. So yeah, alignment to me feels like I'm here doing what my higher self came here to do, whatever that means at the particular point in time. And yeah, it just feels right, is how I would describe it.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, I love that. Doing what your higher self feels right in the moment. I love that.
Yeah. I wanted to answer this question, and you can use this as your testimonial as well. How has coaching with you helped me? I'm not very prepared for this, but I will say that when we started, it was kind of sad. But I did tell you that I was looking for a friend, because in my circle, I didn't have any friends who had everything they wanted out of life and were living the life of their dreams, or at least not the kind of life that I saw that I wanted for myself. You were actually the closest. There are three of you actually, and maybe I'll edit their names out when I release the episode. But just so you know, it's Alexis Harvey and Melissa Ambrosini. I don't know if you know them or have heard of them. But yeah, I always kind of said that if the three of you had a love child, that'd be me to a T. So yeah, I enlisted in coaching with you in full transparency that was what I needed and was looking for, because I know how important energy is and surrounding yourself with the right people is. So when I was in Australia, I did have access to that, I guess, because of the privilege, because it's a more developed country. You have more people who are able to live better lives, or able to chase after their dreams without having to worry about the survival aspect first. But yeah, being here in the Philippines, I have yet to find someone living my exact dream life. So I was finding it very difficult to try and create this life I knew that I could build for myself and manifest whilst I was here, without being surrounded by the right kind of energy. So I will say that by just being in your sphere, being exposed to your energy, your frequency, even without the coaching, I think that was already enough. Or I think that already helped me to accomplish that which I needed and that which I was looking for. And after some 3 months or so, I have been able to call in more of the kind of people I would like to be surrounded by. Maybe not living their dream lives exactly in its entirety, but definitely doing the legwork to get there and living more mindful, conscious, beautiful, more peaceful, harmonious lives. And I've met so many more coaches. And you know what I realized? I I love having coaches as friends. It's like I found my people. And I also noticed that those who I had been very close friends with in the past and actually jived with, although we've, lost touch, yeah, all have the potential to be excellent coaches. So I just thought I'd share that bit as well.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you so much for that. And it's been such a pleasure to work with you, Like what I see in you is a very beautiful, pure soul who just has so much to give to the world. And I'm glad to see you giving more to yourself as well, believing in yourself more. And I just see you impacting a lot of people's lives. So good on you for doing what you're doing, Victoria. Yeah,
Thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah.
I was wondering, because one of the things I am super passionate about is collabs. Because I think we are all stronger together. And I think we all need each other. And I think more of this needs to go out into the world, the same message being spread by different voices, different teachers. How can we work together? I, for one, would like to bring your programs to people here in the Philippines or people who would be my audience or my peers. However, I will be honest in saying that your rates may be a bit too high for a third world developing country. So it's totally up to you how much you want to charge, of course. But I just thought I'd throw that in there. Do you accept any scholarships? Do you have any special rates or prices on certain products that I could promote and think would be a perfect fit for my audience?
Well, firstly, I'm grateful that you have such a big heart, Victoria, and I appreciate that. Probably the best thing then is my book, Manifest Like Bliss. I did write it a while ago. I could probably write a new book, Manifestation, but it is a really great, starter's guide to manifestation. Yeah, so I think that's a great beginner's resource for your community for sure. Yeah.
So in full disclosure, I haven't actually done the programs that you included in my package.
Give that a try first.
However, intuitively, I feel like they're part of what I can sell to my audience that are your products.
Yeah, the masterclasses are great too. Yeah.
Along with maybe authentically aligned and any upcoming retreats that you are going to be holding. So I don't know. What do you think? Does that sound like a good idea? Is it a belly yes in your solar plexus or sacral chakra?
In terms of the retreat, like joining the retreat or future retreats?
Like if I feature your programs or something like that. Because I would love to promote you. Because for me, there's no point in, for me, this is just what I believe in. Like if there's someone already like doing the most excellent job at something in particular, then for me, there's no point in recreating that or whatever. For me, there's no point. So for me, I would like to find the best at certain things and then like kind of offer it to my audience, if that makes sense. Kind of like curated stuff that you guys can choose through and see what resonates with you. Something like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let's say if you ever wanted to write a book on manifestation yourself, like just because it's already been done doesn't mean you can't either. And yeah, I mean,
yeah, I know.
never
I
heard.
just feel like your courses are. I haven't taken them. Maybe you just told me that well on the names. But I just feel that they're good. So yeah, the master classes.
Yeah, so I mean, you've got access to that, so and you can take them anytime.
How would that work? Like off the record, I would really love to be tapped one day by brands that I would absolutely be over the moon to work with, and those products I would gladly use even if I weren't paid. So that's kind of being an influencer, right? Or affiliate marketing. I don't know exactly how that works, and I'll probably edit this part out, but how does that work? Or how would that work if we wanted to do something like that? Or like, because I saw like you had a code for beautiful you life coaching, which I might take when I go back to Australia. I don't know yet. So I was thinking, I don't know, would it work if I had a special code for Jasmine's classes or something like liberated and shadows released? And it just sounds so good. So
Yeah, that's a really great idea. Like, let me have a think. I think I need to double check if I have a code or not. I will send you if I do have one or if I organize one in the future. Yeah.
anyway, I mean, I'd still promote it even if I didn't get anything from it, because this is just what I want to do day in, day out. But yeah, we have to sustain ourselves. So I think why
Yeah,
not?
I agree.
I
I
can
agree.
ask, right?
Yeah, I'd love to reward anyone who shares my services. I mean, that's incredible. It's very kind. And yeah, I mean, I have definitely thought of it's either going, I'm just not too sure what's going on with my affiliate thing, but I think that I have the code already. I just need to um, get more things sorted out with it. But yeah.
Okay, and then me struggling with the techie bits. So if you figure that bit out and then like let me know what I need to do or whatnot, then yeah. But yeah,
Okay.
super happy to promote you to my network.
Thank you.
And you are going to have a Bali retreat this coming September.
Yes. Yes. That's super exciting. Yeah.
It is so in my future plans to go on one of your Bali retreats. That is in my life book, Vision Manifestation Journal. I have seen all your posts about it and it looks amazing.
Yeah, I feel it'll be really incredible. Yeah, I hope to hold more in the future. Yeah.
Before I will ask you to tell us more about it, I will just put this out there. One of my dreams, and I'm putting this out here to manifest, is to one day hold a retreat with you in it, like a collab. I think that would be
Oh,
so much fun.
yeah, yeah. Open to that. Yeah.
So like sisterhood circles, and I know you very much feel the sisterhood wound, and I
Yeah.
have a strong feeling, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you're also one of those here on this earth now to help us all heal it.
I hope so. Yeah. I mean, I'm passionate about it. So, yeah. I mean, I think retreats are awesome for bringing
So
women together.
So imagine sisterhood circles and retreats and how fun that would be. And now the Philippines isn't all that far from Bali. Who knows if you have any spots left? Or for a future plug, if you can tell us what your retreat is like, all about it, and where they can find more information about it if they're interested in joining. Because it looks so good, guys. It really does.
Yeah, so what's involved is there's daily coaching workshops, on self-love, inner child, manifestation, mindset, all that good stuff. There's going to be Balinese experiences like a holy water temple cleansing.
Yeah, I saw the holy water temple. Looks so good.
Yeah, waterfall visit, a Kachak fire dance, a lot of cool. So it's like a blend of healing, growth, coaching, and Balinese experiences. And it's in a beautiful luxury villa. And yeah, so my intention is just for everyone to have a rejuvenating, refreshing, nourishing time. Yeah.
Sounds very good.
Yes, super excited.
And hopefully you'll have more in the future.
Yes, fingers crossed.
Hmm. Uh, okay, just a few more points. So I'm so excited to finish our last session on a high note. And can I say, and don't worry, because I'm going to edit this bit out. Also, like, I wanted to ask, like, would you prefer that I showed you the post-production edit before I release anything? Because for me, like, that's just respectful with whoever I do a joint thing with.
Yeah, it's okay. You can just go ahead and post. I'm all good. I'm all good.
Okay. But yeah, I just wanted to say that I did notice, or I felt that you were going through something in our previous sessions. But it was kind of cool too, because I was going through my own thing and making my own powerful realization. So it was all perfect. And if you would just like to know what my biggest takeaway was,
Yeah, I'd love to.
it's that I could totally do what you were doing and see myself doing it and doing a dang great job at it.
Beautiful, beautiful. Of course you can. Of course you can.
So I can edit this out, but I just wanted you to know that this has been your greatest gift to me.
I'm really great. I'm humbled to hear that, really. And you know what? You can do this in your own unique way as well. Yeah. Keep shining.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Because we each have our own unique magic to share with the world.
Yes.
And the accountability too.
Mm.
Because of course I wanted to impress my coach. I'm a people pleaser, right? So yeah, there was that going for me too. I didn't want you to see me as somebody who was lower than you, but I wanted you to see me as your equal too, and that we both are here guiding each other home.
Yeah, I mean, there's when I'm working with clients, there's never like this, I'm better than you sort of thing. I'm just here to guide you really forward, and you never have to impress me or try hard. I'm never going to judge you. So, yeah, I mean, you've done so great, Victoria. So,
And I think that's also a lot of apprehension from people in maybe hiring a coach, that they think that, yeah, that, oh, poor them, they need help, or so it might come with that stigma. So any words to help dispel that, if that's where people are coming from? Because I think it's a really powerful thing to have someone hold your hand and just go with you on your journey if there's no one else to do that with you. I think it's so powerful and empowering, honestly.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So my biggest tip, if you're finding a coach, is find someone who you feel deep down inside connected to. You see your story in their story. Not that you're exactly the same, but you can relate, you resonate with them. And they are walking the walk. Let's say you want to work on your confidence and you feel like they're a confident person, then that's an example of walking the walk. And if you always want to get on a discovery call with them, you can request for that, just to see if you feel safe, if you are aligned with them, and yeah, tuning into your intuition. So yeah, that's my tip, and that's the tips I've applied to myself when hiring my coaches as well.
Yeah, so even coaches have coaches, right?
Yeah,
Because we're always growing, we're always evolving, and there are many aspects to ourselves that we will always want to keep leveling up at, right?
yeah, exactly.
And it's also how we, I guess, pull each other up, right?
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
anyway, again, I love this transformation of yourself that I've witnessed, and I love this transformation of myself that I've gone through as well, and that we kind of went through it together but separately in our own way. I just want to say thank you for bravely embodying more of yourself and embracing this goddess that you are, and just honestly soaking it in. It makes me feel as if I can be sexy too. I can be pretty too. I can coach as well. And I can do a damn many things that society would never have thought or dreamed of for me. And that I create my own rules. So thank you for journeying with me and being a part of the start of my journey. Because yes, I'm just at the start. And I am so honored that you embarked on it with me and that I got you as my coach and I made it happen.
Yeah, beautiful. It's been an honor. So I appreciate you, Victoria. Yeah,
I
you're doing
hope
amazing.
I hope to cross paths. Sorry. Messed it up, didn't I?
No, not at all.
I hope to cross paths again someday. Keep rocking, keep shining. Thank you for being you. Thank you for your light. Um, and I always say this to the light workers I speak to because I really mean it. And you might think it's weird because you don't know me. And it's okay because the feeling doesn't have to be mutual or you don't have to reciprocate it. But I love you.
Thank you, Victoria. I send you so much love. I love you too. You know, love is just, we're all love, aren't we? So you're a precious, beautiful soul.
Thank you for joining me for this podcast episode and being my first guest on the show.
Yay, yay. I'm so happy. I'm glad. I'm grateful. Thank you for inviting me.
Have a good Arvo.
Thank you. And you too.
I just ended it that way, but I still want to spend the last few minutes with you, if that's okay.
Yeah,
And just,
sure.
just hang out.
Yeah, sure. So, I mean, what is your intention for the next 3 months?
Oh, I have so many things lined up. So like, I think just committing to myself and committing to you, which was really a commitment to myself, right? That I'm worth it. Yeah, so I'm going on an ayahuasca sacred healing retreat this weekend, which I'm excited for. Have you tried it?
No.
So
sounds exciting.
Yeah, keen to try it. It just felt right. And then after that, gonna have my first tattoos done. And then I'm also been meeting a lot of people that I can collab with, and I'm really looking forward to releasing my first few products this month, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, amazing.
And I have a package to send to you too, actually. Let me just manifest some more and complete the package. But yeah, I've curated, or I'm planning a box I've curated just for you.
Oh, thank you. You don't have to, but I appreciate
I know.
that.
I just realized that I just love gifting people. It's a thing. I've always spent my money gifting people. So I was like, okay, if I can make a jam out of this thing and people want boxes or gifts curated for them, then I can totally do this. But
Yeah. If you enjoy that, why not? Yeah.
So yeah, just thought to let you know that there's one waiting for you. I just don't know when, but it's there. Manifesting it.
Oh, thank you.
What about you? Like what's exciting for you coming up? Or what are you excited about coming up?
Probably my retreat, which is
That is.
So that's something on my mind. So that's exciting. Yeah.
How many people are going?
There are 4 women enrolled. Yeah. So it's
4
gonna
women.
Be
It's so intimate.
Yeah. Love that.
Lucky them.
Yeah. So it's actually perfect to me. Yeah.
Sounds perfect to me too.
Yeah, it's great.
Okay, I guess I should let you go.
Yeah, well, it's been really a pleasure to support you, Victoria. And again, like, you were just such a pure, beautiful soul, and keep on shining your light, going after your dreams, doing what you're here to do. What's meant for you.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you ever get attached to your clients, or I don't know, because I tend to form bonds with people, which might be a trouble if I go into the coaching route. But I was just wondering if, I don't know, if that's a thing for you or not a thing.
Not as in attached, because I do, it's kind of separate personal and work life. So it's like my work, what I'm here to do, but
so you still have a boundary between your work and your personal life.
Yeah, because I find that if I get attached to my client, that doesn't serve them either, so yeah, if that makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay. Thank you for a lovely chat and the past 3 months. And I look forward to seeing yeah, what's in store for you and me. And hopefully you don't forget me because come on, we have collabs.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I am grateful you're always in the community, and I'm grateful that we got to, work together, spend this time together, intimate time together as well. So yeah, I wish you all the best and keep on shining your light. Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Have a
Enjoy
good
the rest of the
afternoon.
Thank you. You too.